Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I thought I'd talk about a little known Acrobat Pro feature that I use quite often to make minor edits to customer provided artwork. I have a trifold PDF here on the desktop, and let's say I want to go ahead and make a couple little edits to this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open the original here in Adobe Illustrator. And as soon as I do that, I'm presented with a list of missing fonts. So I can find those fonts. Maybe if I get lucky, I have them already. But you'll notice here, I also have some other issues going on. A lot of this page content has jumped outside of the pasteboard for some reason. This is just a file that I downloaded from Canva. So, there may be a myriad number of problems that are going on with this file trying to edit with another program. So instead, what I'm going to do is just open it in Acrobat Pro like normal, but instead of using the edit PDF here, which can also present a list of problems, again, if you don't have particular fonts, it may substitute fonts for you, or there may be items that are layered on top of one another, making it difficult to edit those individually. So instead of using that part of Acrobat Pro, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the little arrow here. This is what they call the navigation pane button, or these buttons here are navigation pane buttons. If you're using the newer form of Acrobat, I still like using the older layout, but the newer layout has all of these on the right hand side instead of the left hand side. Everything here looks basically the same. You may have fewer icons here, but basically what we're looking for today, if you right click, you want to click on this content. And this shows you all of the content that currently is in your PDF file. So if I open these little flyouts here, you'll notice all of the different items that are currently on this particular page of the PDF. If I click page 1, you'll see this nice little magenta border around the outside of each element. And there are 3 different types of items. There are paths, which are basically a vector file. Either it be a box or some kind of line, or maybe a logo that was created in Illustrator that was put into your PDF. You have images, such as this one here of the doctor, and then you have items like text areas. So, for instance, where it says your logo, right? So if I find this one here, it says, or how about this one right here where it says more information? If I click these little flyouts, you'll notice it gets here where it says text, more information. And if I click this little flyout further, I can select individual parts of that text box. So let's say, for instance, maybe customer decided they don't want to have the colon at the end. I can just select the colon here, and I can go ahead and I can just hit backspace or delete, and I can delete that from this PDF. I use it mostly to do little things like that, where maybe there's a little extra item in a certain area for some reason, and I don't want to take it into Illustrator and risk either missing fonts or having things shift on me for whatever reason. So I just go ahead and I use this little content area. I select the item I don't want, and I just go ahead and I delete it. For instance, if I want to get rid of this phone and this phone number here, I can just find those items here from the content area. Same thing for crop marks. Crop marks are usually towards the end of the page. So if I go ahead and I come here and I just select here, you'll see that's that little area here. If I just use the arrow key on my keyboard, I can go through all of the different items here that are on the page. So there we go. I found the crop mark here in the top right hand corner. And if I just click delete, I can just delete it off of the page. This is often used in combination of the edit objects tool that's available to us in the print production area. So if I use edit object and I click on something here, you'll notice that it highlights it here in the content area. So I know this is a path for this certain part of the PDF. If I click here, you'll notice this is going to highlight that. Actually, there's a path here, so there's probably like a box on top of this. So if I kind of scroll over both of those, you'll notice there's the path and image, and there's more paths there too. So this is common for files that are produced in Canva. There's a lot of like extra layers, extra kind of more or less just junk in the PDF. So by using something like this, you can get a better understanding of where certain items are. Or if you want to just select just that photo and not all of the other things that are in the background or next to it for whatever reason, you can come in here and you can just select that individual part of it. If you have this tied in with editing programs as well, such as Illustrator or Photoshop for an image, I talked about that in another video. If you go up into your Acrobat preferences, there is an area here where you can do content editing, and you can choose which editor you want to use for things for images and for what they call page objects. So in this case, I have Photoshop as my editor for my images and Illustrator for any page objects. But if I have this selected now, I can right click here and I can come down to edit image, and when I do that, it's going to give me a warning, but I'll just say yes, and I'll hit OK here, and I'll just hit OK. You can see I can open this in Photoshop, and you'll notice that this is a clipped out area from the original image is opened in Photoshop, and this is the clipped area here. And I can make some edits to this if I want, and when I save this, it'll just it'll come back into Acrobat and update my file. But that's another way that I can select individual elements from this PDF file. And same thing here, if I go to page 2 and I click on page 2, it'll automatically highlight everything on page 2, and I can see all of the different objects and items, paths, and text and everything that is available for me to make edits to on the second page of my PDF. So that's what I use it for. I don't use it all the time, but it comes in handy quite often, especially those of you who work in pre-press will find it useful. If you want to just make a little edit to a file real quick, change something out, or even select a certain part of a PDF without selecting all of the individual parts, or the whole PDF itself, basically opening that in Illustrator or some other editing program and having problems. You can edit individual parts of the PDF separately from the rest of it. So I hope that helps, and I hope you can get some good use out of it. If you have any questions about anything else, leave them down in the comment section below. I'm happy to help as always. I appreciate the view. I'll leave the link down in the description to the Patreon page. If you want to support me a little bit more, please check that out. Otherwise, I appreciate the view. A good old thumbs up and a like and a subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Goes a long way. But thank you for watching the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.